Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today we're talking about my 2020 Specialized Epic Hardtail. So I've been looking for a racing mountain bike for the last couple of years, and there were a few bikes that I had my eye on. One was the Salsa Cutthroat, and the other one was a Specialized Epic Hardtail. So I ended up finding the Specialized Epic used right outside of Philadelphia, PA. So the bike was lightly used, had less than a mile on it, and the price was right. So I bit the bullet, went ahead and drove down and picked it up. So this is pretty much a stock Specialized Epic. I'm sure this bike didn't come with pedals, but the pedals that were put on it are Crank Brothers. So this is a tube setup, but I will be switching it to tubeless. So there are tubes in here. It came with tubes. It's even got some dirt on there. I wanted to kind of keep it real. I got the bike cleaned up pretty much just for that photo shoot. But I had the bike out last night on the trail and got some dirt on it there in New Jersey. Anyway, we'll just do a quick rundown of the bike. Up front, we got the RockShox Judy. It's 100 millimeter of travel. Weighs about 6 pounds, I believe. These are 29er, just some stock aluminum standard rims on it. The tires on here are the Specialized Fast Track. I've actually been pretty impressed with these tires. I have over 2,000 miles on this bike, and these tires are really holding up. As far as the traction still left on the tire, and I really feel like they perform pretty well for coming as a stock tire. I was pretty much just gonna pull those off immediately and go tubeless, but I've been running them and they're actually a pretty good tire. Shimano hydraulic brakes. This is a carbon fiber frame. Running a 34 tooth up front with a 10 and a 50 in the back. Still have the Nerd Guard. Still have the Nerd Guard on there, which I gotta remove. Shimano cranks, Shimano components here. The bike's weighing in at 18.5 pounds. Got a 30.9 millimeter seat post, just aluminum on there. And this is the Specialized power saddle that comes on it. It's a little tiny thing, just a stock aluminum flat bar on there with Specialized, stock grips. Not too much to them, but you can see after 2,000 miles, I got some pretty good wear on them. I got the Revelate Designs bag set up on there, Mag Tank 2000, the Ranger frame bag, and 2 mountain feed bags. Also going with the Revelate Designs harness in the front, and I use a Sea to Summit dry bag in here to keep basically my clothing in there. It's a lot of fun to ride. 18.5 pounds, very fast, great on road, great on single track, rail trails, gravel roads. This thing is a killer, Very happy with this purchase, very fun to ride around. I'm gonna do a lot of modifications to this bike. I'm not gonna get into it right now. There's just no need to, but in the future here, or in a month or two, probably December, I'm gonna take this thing to the bike shop and just let them have at it. Plan on doing a dynamo hub up front and doing lots of modifications here. So 2,000 miles on it so far, and I'm planning on riding it at least 3,000 miles that I know of next year, and I'm sure many more. But this is my go-to bike. This is the bike I've been riding every day for the last 2 months, regardless of conditions that I'll be out riding, road, single track, gravel. Like, this is the bike I'm taking. In some instances I have been overbiked. The purpose of me riding 1,000 miles up, or 900 miles up to New England, was just to get a feel for the bike, just to get comfortable with the bike. And I will be in a mountain bike race next year where there are some large road stretches, 65-mile stretches, a few 40-mile stretches that I know of. And I was just making sure that this bike is capable, and it absolutely is. I'm looking forward to doing the modifications and taking as much weight off this bike as I can, just to make more room for more clothing and more food if I need to carry that. Thanks for staying tuned, following along, and this is the bike I'll be racing next year on the